All right, y'all, before we even get into this one, the story of the game is Justin Fields. Because there's a lot of controversy over Justin Fields, so let's talk about it. The Commanders are coming into Chicago to take on the Bears. And, all right, here's the story in a couple plays by Justin Fields. Obviously, we know he's young, he's athletic, he's big, he can make plays with his feet. And that is literally the first play of the game. But also, the motherfucker takes a lot of sacks. Like, a lot of sacks. And that's because his offensive line is Swiss cheese. You know, they're just letting him walk in. And when there's nobody open either, that makes it also very difficult because, like, who is he throwing the ball to, bro? Name me the top wide receiver. But look at him. Justin Fields is not a bad quarterback because he's making throws like that into a window. When you let him roll out a little bit like he does, then set his feet and find a read, he's got a guy. That's a very simple, that's situational football right there, baby. Come on now. Unfortunately, he does throw it right into the chrome dome of, like, one of the defenders or some shit, and that gets picked off. So, I mean, that's a bad ball. Yeah, he probably tried to sneak it in there. Could have been a touchdown, could have been an incomplete pass. Instead, it's a pick. Probably the worst thing you get there. Look at the dot by Carson Wentz, though. I had to put that in there. I know that's not the story of the game, but I had to show it. Anyway, let's look at Khalil Herbert. Look at him. He shakes a tackle here, and he cuts it back to the other pylon. Now, you should just be booking it to the other pylon at this point. Instead, he goes, like, to the outside sideline more, so he gets pushed out at, like, the 5 or some shit. How do you not get to the end zone there? I don't really know. Anyway, it's a good effort. It brings him in. Justin Fields does miss a big pass, but like that's okay. We'll let it slide. Instead, he has to do it himself because nobody's open. Look at that. Lowers the shoulder. He's not sliding there. He's not sliding like every other quarterback in the league would. Well, not every other, you know what I'm saying. It don't matter, though, because he throws an absolute dime. Easily the best pass of the night. One of the best plays of the whole game for sure. And it's by Justin Fields, and people tend to overlook that. Carson Wentz gets swatted on 3rd and goal, so instead they have to kick a field goal. He almost misses this, by the way. That's under 30 yards, and he barely snuck that in the upright. And that kicker's ass. He'll come back later to be ass. Don't you worry, we're going to see more of him. Anyway, Justin Fields, you got to let him cook a little bit. He scrambles, and he finds the first down. He's so good at doing that. He's really good when you give him a hole, turning nothing into something. So they punt it, and all the Bears have to do is catch the ball, and then they can't do that. All he has to do is catch that. It's a fair catch. You could have let that shit bounce in the end zone for 20. That would have been fine by that, too. Instead, they said, you know what? We actually don't want to win this game. We're going to give the ball over to Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz, of course, gets 6 here, but I love what he does here. So he bounces it to the outside, and Carson Wentz is like, oh, shit, I got to make a play. So he pancakes it, dude. Look at this block by Carson Wentz, bro. Look, bro, it's so good. We're going to see it one more time. Boom. Pancakes like IHOP, motherfucker. And, of course, they just run it inside, just kind of push your big man forward, and he kind of falls into the end zone. Very easy. You're expecting 6 there if you get the ball on the 5-yard line. Oh, but they got to kick a field goal, and that means you got to rely on his ass kicker, and he misses it. Really? What do we think from this guy? He barely made the 30-yarder before. Anyway, Justin Fields has to scramble and improvise a little bit. There's a 1 minute left. He's like, shit, I got to win this game. So I'm going to do it myself. Oh, my, I love it. I love it so much. He's so good, bro. Because his wide receivers are shit. Like, their top guy is Darnell Mooney. He's a 2 or 3 on another team. He's throwing to, like, school teachers and plumbers and electricians out here. These guys are nobodies. That ball could have been caught. He gets both hands on it. Good play by the defender, I guess. Almost PI, but whatever. And then this is the last play of the game. Another good ball by Justin Fields. It's high up in the air where only the receiver can get it. But instead, he gets hit by the defender. Really good play by the defender on that one. That was a clean play, too. He waited. The ball was there. Hits him. Cannot maintain possession. And even if he does, he's short of the goal. So is Justin Fields to blame for this? I mean, obviously not this pass. That's really not on Justin Fields at all, nor is the last pass. But maybe a little bit, right? Because he hasn't elevated his team. Like, Colin Cowherd was comparing Justin Fields to early Josh Allen, which I understand because they're both big guys. They both have really bad like offensive lines, so you got to kind of put the ball into their hands a lot. You're asking them to shoulder a lot of weight. The problem with that is Josh Allen can do it because he has the arm strength and the ability. Not that Justin Fields doesn't have arm strength. He obviously threw a laser, but he's just not elevating his team in the way that Josh Allen is, which is unfortunate to see in the second year. Damn, he could have caught that, though. Imagine he comes down with that, and there's like a little bit of a discrepancy among, was he across the goal line? But instead, Carson Wentz just throws a block. Carson Wentz is now 7-0 on Thursday night, by the way. He joins Peyton Manning in that category of winning his first 7 Thursday night football games. Are the Commanders good? No. Are the Bears bad? Kind of. No, they're pretty bad. They're throwing to nobodies. They have Swiss cheese for an offensive line. I'm sorry, Justin Fields. Your team sucks. Thanks for listening.